perfect.
You do?
Go on, I can cut it.
Hello, happy Thanksgiving from the Luscious Shoppe. This is Kevin.
This is Lee.
Kelly.
And Robin. And we just wanted to pop in here to tell you happy Thanksgiving and share some of our cruelty-free favorites with you. First of all, I like anything that doesn't have an animal product in it. And the holidays are all about the spices. Think about it. Even you turkey eaters, you'd never touch that turkey unless it was all spiced up. So open your mind, and maybe you'll want to do a little something plant-powered and luscious and just take your spices off that turkey and put them in your mashed potatoes and gravy. You might find you don't need that animal to make your holiday luscious. Robin, what's some of your favorites for the holiday?
Definitely green beans, squash, cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, a lot.
My favorite is gluten-free stuffing. So good.
And don't forget Mama's gravy.
Oh, yeah.
It's very easy to make a gravy, an onion gravy. You chop up the onion, and then you add your broth. We like to use miso broth. I'm always pushing miso broth, organic miso broth. It strengthens your blood and it flavors your food beautifully. So right here, we have our favorite holiday casserole. And a few years ago, when we all went plant-powered and we put down the animal products, I started really thinking about, okay, the holiday's coming and I want some holiday flavors. So what are some of the things that we really love? And when I was 19 years old and cooking my first turkey, because I didn't know any better, I found on the side of a box when I was making a turkey for my then husband on George Air Force Base in California, a recipe for a glaze. And that glaze is in this casserole. It is 1/3 gluten-free soy sauce, 1/3 honey or any liquid sweetener, but I like those flavored honeys, and it's 1/3 water. But of course, instead of water, I use
Miso broth.
organic miso broth just to add another layer of flavor. So then what we do is you can either use sweet potatoes or squash. You want your yummy sweet vegetable. It's so easy. Slow bake it in the oven. It brings out the sweetness. Now in Whole Foods, in Luscious Whole Foods, you only use few ingredients, but you want those few ingredients to be the best, and when they come together, they're unbelievable. So the sauce is all organic, and now we've put our organic sweet potatoes in the oven to slow roast. They come out like candy. They came out really nice,
really
didn't
good.
they?
Yeah.
And Kevin was eating them, remember yesterday, son? Right out of the oven.
Yep.
So in here, we have organic cranberries. I have my slow roasted sweet potatoes, and I got the expensive gluten-free organic pasta. It's a holiday. I got the really good one. And then what I did is I took that glaze that I just explained to you and I poured it on the top and I stirred it all around and I made it last night so that the flavors would sit.
Yep, and I have to say, this is my absolute hands-down favorite Thanksgiving dish. It's what, and I also like it for Christmas too, because she'll only make it around the holidays, so I have to wait all year long to eat it. It's so worth it.
You could always make it yourself.
She won't tell. Well, now I know the recipe.
And it has everyone's favorites in there. It has Robin's cranberry sauce. It has the sweetness. It has just the filling yumminess that Kelly likes, the carb in there. And then when we get to the party, I have this big thing of chopped green onions, and I went all the way down, and I wanted to chop all the way down in the greens. We don't waste the greens because we want all that chlorophyll from the sun, all that freshness on top of this casserole, and these are all organic. Whoops! And then I have a little organic walnuts that I chopped up, and those are going to go on top too. Now this dish by itself without the walnuts is very, very low fat. So you fat conscious people, it has almost no fat, so you can lose the walnuts if you want, but we don't mind a little yummy or two.
Gotta splurge for Thanksgiving.
A little crunch, crunch.
Yeah, in the Luscious Shoppe. So we wanted to share with you one thing that we're feeling grateful to, and we wanted to send out a blessing to you. So now that the recipe's over, we really want to share from our heart. So who's going to go first?
I can go first because I was thinking about this. I was thinking about Vicky Poppy over in Quincy House this morning and feeling so appreciative of her and the community and the family that she has gathered around her over there. Very appreciative of her.
Kevin? One thing that you feel grateful for?
I'm grateful for all of the yummy food that you make, plus the pumpkin pie.
Aww.
And I'm very grateful for my adorable little second grade students.
Aww. And I am grateful for, I woke up this morning happy in my heart thinking that, actually I think I wrote it on my Facebook status, I'm so glad I forgot birth control on 2 summer vacations and I have my 3 lovelies and Kelly was my only planned, and you never know that these days are coming when your kids are grown, and I feel so completely proud and so grateful, and we're all plant powered and luscious together, which is everything. We all eat the same. So our lovey hostess has prepared us special foods, but we always come with our own stuff. That's graciousness, and that's sharing, and that's not making a big deal out of being plant powered. Load up and bring your own food.
Yeah, and people don't even know it's plant powered and they love it.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of it.
Yeah. So if everybody feels complete, we just wanted to say, have a plant-powered, luscious
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Plant-powered, plant-powered.
Gobble, gobble.